What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Chucky Monkey again. Back this time with my PS3 collection, so hope you're ready. The first game we'll go with, this is a game that's not actually mine, this is my brother's, but he's holding one of my games, I'm holding one of his. It's Uncharted 2. And I don't own either of the Uncharted games, but this is Uncharted 2. And I've beat the first one, I've beat this one, and those goddamn, these games are fantastic, and I don't know why I don't own them. It's just my brother bought them first, and I didn't feel the need to buy them yet until they drop in price if I can already play them. So, there's for that. Can't talk too much about Uncharted. Those games are just fantastic. Third-person action hero games. And you play those games, you feel like fucking amazing for what you could do in the game. So, those are pretty badass. This is the game I bought when I first got my PS3. It's Heavenly Sword. As most people say, it's a female version of God of War. I wouldn't go as far as say it's a copy of everything from God of War, but she does wield weapons on like chains or whatever. But it's really good, and it's not that long, but it has a pretty good story to it. It's in depth. The characters are well filled out. It makes you hate the bad guy in the game. So if you're looking for a game that's really cheap now, but it's really good, that came out at the beginning of the life cycle of the PS3, I suggest you pick that one up. Now I love first-person shooter games, and I picked this up the day one that it came out. Mag, I still play it every now and then, but now most of my first-person shooter times in Black Ops. But this game right here is really tactical, and I suggest to get this if you like playing tactical shooter games, but make sure you have some friends that have it too, because if you're playing with a bunch of fucking idiots, they're not going to try to help you. They just want to go their own way, and that's no good, so that's not going to help you any. But if you can get some people to play it with you that you know, it's a badass fucking game. It's like, excuse me, I know you're not going to have like 200 something friends with you, but one of the maps you can play has 200 something characters on the screen at once. And it's all online. You can't play this without online. It's only online. It's amazing though. It's 256 players can play on one time online. It's amazing. They're all separate teams, 2 teams split, 100 something each. This is Fallout 3. You see this in one of my recent pickup videos. I love this game. I have it for the 360. Had to get it for the PS3. Replaying it now. Love that game. It's long. It's a third-person shooter RPG action game, I guess you would say. It's badass. You're a guy that was born in underground after the nuclear bombs went off. People went underground. You were born in there, and then you end up having to come out into the world. And it's just amazing. The opening scenes of that game are amazing after you get out of the vault. There's something every gamer should experience at the beginning of that game. If not, you don't have to beat the whole thing. I suggest you should, but the ending was a little lackluster. But the beginning of the game is, by far, it's amazing. It's on the same level as BioShock was when I first played that, so pick it up. Next is Black Ops. First-person shooter game. Mostly got it for the online, but the story was actually pretty good. It's tripping me out when he was like, "Kick these fucking numbers out of my head." I was laughing because I just thought it looked hilarious to me, but that's a pretty good game if you want to play online and level up. And I'm on like Prestige 2 or something like that. I'm gonna keep Prestige. A lot of people are stopping, but I'm gonna keep going so I get the golden guns, because I heard that's what you unlock when you finally Prestige all the way. You get gold guns, and I just want to be able to run around, shoot people in the face with a gold AK-74U. So that'll be fun, and it adds life to the game. The next game is Killzone 2. I had the original on PS2, and I had my PS2. And I beat it, and I was like, damn, that was a hell of a fucking first-person shooter game on a PS2. It wasn't really known for the first-person shooters, and I really loved it. And I was like, man, I hope they come out with a part 2, and they never did. And I gave up hope, and then when the PS3 came out, that was one of the main titles everybody was talking about. It was going to come out, so I had to get the PS3. That's one of the main reasons I got my PS3. And now that part 3 is coming out, can't wait. Here's Little Big Planet. Now this is a game, if you like to create stuff or you like platformers, it's the cutest, funnest game ever. You can see the little images on the back. I hope you can. But it is so fun. And the fact that you can play players that around the world have created levels, and you can play their levels for free. You don't have to download anything, no DLC. You don't have to do all that. You can just play it. That shit is awesome. Now this is one of my favorite franchises from PlayStation, well, from Sony. It's Ratchet & Clank. This one is Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction. I loved this game. I beat it. Like the first 2 days I had it, I beat it. Played it. It's fantastic. I love all the Ratchet and Clank games. I don't have all of them. That's the only PS3 one I have, but love them. I love the PS2 ones I had. Now this is, what is it? Red Fraction. I had this game on PS1. I think there was two, I mean not PS1, PS2. I think there was two of them. I had both of them, I think. If I can recall correctly, but it's just a first-person shooter. But everything's destructible in this one. Like it's open world, like Grand Theft Auto style. You can run around, do what you want, steal cars, whatever. But everything is destructible in that game. That's what makes it fun. So if you want to run around and fuck up a whole place, well, all of Mars, I think you're on Mars. It's pretty badass. And I think I talked about a game like this or this game before. Midnight Club, Los Angeles. I love fixing up cars. I love it, and I don't even like cars in real life. Like, I don't like looking at them, and I don't want to have a bad ride or anything like that. It's not something I'm inspired to have, but I really like doing it in video games for some reason. I guess it's the fantasy world and your brain to, oh, look what I can do, or look what I have, but really, I don't aspire to ever have any of that shit, because I'm not going to go out and make a lowrider car. I don't have time. And I love watching UFC. So that's what the next game is, UFC 2009. I haven't picked up 2010 yet, and I should, because I heard it's cheap now. But this 2009, it's UFC, it's in the ring fighting. But the storyline, I played it for a while, but I didn't even complete it, because it got like too hard. The learning curve was outrageous. You gotta, I can't even explain it, but it's a good fighting game if you want to play with friends. I liked it a lot. Me and my friends get drunk and we beat the shit out of each other earlier, so you should try it. Resistance, Fall of Man. It's the best, one of the best shooters that's just for PS3. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I also had the sequel. Well, I didn't have it. I went a half on it with one of my friends, and I just let him keep it. I'll get it myself later on. But it's a hell of a game. We played the co-op together through the first one and the second one, and those games are just, they're awesome. Very awesome games. First-person shooters. The main thing I like about the first one is the fact that you can carry more than just two guns. And the guns are so different. Like, you had guns shoot through walls, guns that lock on. Like, you shoot one bullet, locks on it, all the other ones go to that same spot. Pretty badass. Last but not least is Dead Space. Can't wait for the sequel. The atmosphere of that game is amazing. It'll scare the shit out of you. It scared the shit out of me when I was playing it. I was like, what the fuck? Some of those parts, the little babies run around, like, it's pretty fucking scary. So if you like scary games and you want something that's going to make you jump out of your seat scared, I suggest picking up Dead Space 2 and 1. Well, 2 ain't out yet, but when it does, get 1 first so you can experience the story, and then get 2, because from what I've played of the demo of 2, it's going to be the game to have in 2011. So, alright, till next time, Mr. Chunky Monkey out.